Hello everybody, this is TV996. This is my first ever video interview, which I'm going to start with AGT contestants and American Idol contestants. We're here today with America's Got Talent finalist in 2017, Evie Clair. She got to the final that year with my friend Lee Farley.
Hello guys, how are we? Thank you for obviously hosting this chat. Obviously, massive thanks to Evie for obviously taking time out of her busy schedule to, chat to us.
So, Evie, you want to say hello to the viewers?
Hi!
So, Lee, you got a question to start off with?
Yes, so you was on AGT when you was about 13. What made you obviously want to go onto AGT in the first place?
Well, I've always loved music. My mom's a musician, and her mom, music is a big part of my family, and so ever since I was young, I knew I wanted to, pursue music for the rest of my life because it was what I loved to do, and I've always been pretty good at it, as at least my mom tells me. But yeah, so I thought, watching America's Got Talent since I was young, it was just kind of like something that I always thought I would do. As I got a little bit older, it kind of got less and less real. No, I won't actually go on the show, but, they called us up one day and said I had made it through and that I was going to be on the show. So It just all ended up working out.
Perfect.
Well, that audition and, every performance to the final was just incredible.
Thank you.
Right, what was your favourite moment on America's Got Talent?
My favorite moment. It was all really, really great. Honestly, I made really great friends with everyone there, the cast and the crew, and the judges as well. And I got to talk to them a little bit. So, it's really hard to pinpoint one moment that was my favorite. It was all amazing. Performing on a stage like that with that big of a production and all the scenery, and that was an experience that unlike anything else, and so that was really awesome. But also just I made really good memories the whole time, and having my family there with me, and being backstage with my friends and everything like that. So
That was another question I was going to ask. Your best friends on the show?
My best friend from the show?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know. I every round I was kind of with different people the whole time. But I made really good friends with a lot of different people. Angie Green was probably one of my best friends on the episodes that we were on together. But also Darcy and Angelica and Americana. Also, kind of surprisingly, Preacher Lawson, he was just so nice to everyone and such a fun guy. He was really awesome, and I'm still pretty close with him today. We, message each other sometimes and catch up, and so he's really awesome. And Mandy Harvey as well, she's amazing. I don't know, I really was really great friends with everyone in that cast, and the producers actually say all the PAs and people who work with the contestants and bring them from place to place, they said they've never in the history of AGT had a cast where all the contestants were such great friends as my season. We all just genuinely really love each other, and it didn't really feel like a competition most of the time. It just felt like we were all hanging out, and so it was really a lot of fun.
No, best season of all 50.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a great season.
It was actually
It
was also the first one I stayed up at 1 in the morning till 3. That's the time in the UK to watch it. I was like, who's going to win this? And
Yeah,
then,
it was probably like the first season that I actually really got into AGT. You came on stage, performed that song, and I was like, wow, that's my winner right there.
Oh, thank you.
there was a highlight in the final as well when, like you said, you all got on together and Preacher was against Darcy. I
Yeah.
think he couldn't stop laughing because he knew he was going to get eliminated.
Yeah, it was. He always he made a joke during the whole season that we all kind of knew that Darcy was gonna win. Like she was super popular among the fans and stuff, and so obviously we didn't actually know. But Preacher would always make jokes like, after she would perform, he'd be like, all right, who wants second and third? Like, come on. Because he just would always joke around that Darcy, like we already knew she was going to win. So when he got called up with her at the same time, he was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like, you guys don't even have to do this. I already know. I'll just walk off. So
I think she was the most voted winner as well.
Yeah.
Of all 14 seasons, but
absolutely amazing.
Seasons on Tuesday. But second, Light Balance did well. But Angelica, I think she's doing great now as well.
Yeah.
She's full. Fifth was Siren Hero, and fourth was Mandy Harvey. That's it.
Yeah.
The results was probably the nervous I've been since I watched the show since the start. Okay, Lee, you got another question?
Yeah, so obviously since your time on AGT, you visited loads of different countries, different states all over the US. If you had to pick your favourite state that you've performed in, whether that be on your own tour or as, you know, a backup to someone, what would be your favourite state and why?
Well, I did a show in Hawaii, and it's beautiful there. I mean, I think if anyone goes to Hawaii, they love it. It's just so peaceful and beautiful. But one that actually really surprised me was South Carolina. I went to South Carolina probably 4 or 5 months after the show ended, and they just treated me so good there. Like, it was awesome. Like, everyone there knew who I was, and like they were all just so nice. Like, and everyone kind of, I don't know if it's the whole state, but like the town I was performing in, everyone knew each other, and like it was just like one big family in this whole town. Like, you go into a restaurant and our guide, like, taking us around the town and to my concerts and stuff, like he'd walk into a restaurant and he'd know everyone who worked there, and they know him and they know me, and like it was all just super tight. And so yeah, probably South Carolina is up there. Also, they gave me my own day. Like, there's an Evie Clair Day in South Carolina. I'm pretty sure it's like December 9th. It is. Yeah. But yeah, they were awesome there.
7 days after your birthday.
Yeah, it was just really awesome. I really like South Carolina.
I haven't been to America. I've actually never left the country.
Really?
Yeah, I've never travelled anywhere.
I've been twice to America, New York and LA.
Yeah.
The last time that I went to LA, which was last year, funny story, AGT obviously was filming when I was there, and I was probably not that far away from when Darcy was there, because she came on as a guest.
Yeah.
And they were filming in the like Chinese theatre, I think it was.
Yeah,
and I was literally...
They film in the Dolby right next to the Chinese theatre, yeah.
Yeah, and I was literally in a Starbucks just down the road.
That's awesome.
Wow. I think Preacher was there that night as well, wasn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he was, and think Cody Lee was performing. Right, next. What is the favourite song you ever wrote?
My favorite song I ever wrote. My most recent one, Trash, that I just released last month. That one was really fun. It had a lot different like feel than my other ones, and it was a really fun one to write. I wrote it with my brother and my sister, and yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I also, OK Day, you know, it'll always just like have a special place in my heart just because it was, you know, I wrote it with my sister in a time when we were, you know, going through a lot, and it was honestly like super easy to write for us. Like it just flowed out. Like once we actually got it going, it was there like a gift from God. Like it was really awesome, and so that one will always have a special place in my heart. But yeah, probably those two are my favorite.
Yeah. Sang it with James Arthur. I can't remember in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, Lee, on them.
We're in the UK, everyone calls Simon Cowell like the big bad wolf. I've met a few people that were on talent shows over here in the UK that have obviously known Simon, and they all saying the same thing. But I want to know what your opinion on Simon is. Is he really the big bad wolf that everyone says, or is he more of a cuddly teddy bear?
A lot of people actually ask me this. The thing about Simon Cowell is he's very honest, and he's known to be very honest. So if you're on his good side and he likes you, then he's gonna be very openly honest and kind to you. But if you do something that he doesn't like, then, you know, then he'll be mean because he's just saying what he thinks. But yeah, we had a really good connection. He was super nice to me, and he was super nice to a lot of people on my season. And so I never saw him, you know, be the big bad wolf like everyone says. And I saw him interact with his son a little bit, and he's awesome. He's super kind. And after my father passed away, the next day, like literally the next day, there was a giant bouquet of flowers that showed up at my door from Simon, because he you know, he's really honestly a really great person. And I don't know if he likes people to know that, because it's kind of his image to be, you know, he's the mean one, he's the big bad wolf, but he honestly is a really great guy, and I enjoyed talking with him. And after almost every single time I performed, he came up and talked to me off camera. Sometimes he would come and talk to me before and after, but yeah, almost every single time he would come and chat with me. And when I went back to go just in the audience for one of the shows, he came up and talked to me, and he saw me in the audience and came over. And so yeah, he's really nice, and yeah, I like Simon.
What about the other judges? Howie, I think it's Howie, Holly, and Mel B won it last season.
Yeah, yeah. I got to talk with all of them personally, and Howie is really awesome. He's just very real. Like everything he says and does on TV is exactly true to his character, and he's just really authentic and funny and super nice. And he would come up to the contestant green room all the time, and you know, go on Instagram live with us and just hang out. And so he was super awesome to hang out with. I got to chat with Heidi a little bit too, backstage. She actually heard me practicing, and her and Howie were in a room next door, and they came in and they're like, "Oh, we heard you practicing." I'm like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to hear my song." And they're like, "We just wanted to tell you you sounded good," and stuff like that. I'm like, "What are you doing? I don't know." So that was kind of a funny experience. But Mel B, she was awesome as well. During my second on the judge cuts round, she came up onto the stage and chatted with me for a little bit, and she covered all the microphones and turned the microphones off, and she's like, I just want to let you know, like, this isn't for TV or anything, like, I just, you know, no one told me to do this, and she chatted with me for a little bit, so that will always have a special place in my heart as well. But yeah, I loved all the judges. They were all super sweet to me, and I had a really good experience with them.
It's great.
Amazing.
And I think, yeah, it's Tyra, wasn't it? Tyra Banks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like Sofia. I really do like Sofia. Who's I do think she's a good judge this year.
Yeah, I've been watching a little bit. We don't have cable TV. I haven't had it since I was really young. We just watch like Netflix and stuff. But so I don't like watch America's Got Talent live. But when I go back and watch it on YouTube and stuff, I think she's a great judge. She's very charismatic and fun, and yeah, I think she's doing a great job.
You are like really focused in the music industry. If you had to pick anyone in the music industry, in the entire world, who would you like to collaborate with and why?
There's probably a few people. I really like Jon Bellion. I think he's very creative in his music, in his lyrics. I don't know if you're familiar with his music, but he's kind of, a lot of his music has inspired my new music to use like funky sounds that I have and just try out new things that I haven't ever done before. And he has kind of an alternative style, and so that's been really cool just to kind of see something new in music, because, you know, of it, like there's a billion of the same versions of everything, and so I feel like his music is, you know, actually something creative and new, which is really awesome to see. But yeah, so probably him, but I also have really loved like Reese Lewis lately. I don't know, I don't really listen to very much like top 100 radio music. I kind of like alternative and indie type music, kind of like my own, that same genre. But yeah, probably Jon Bellion is my first pick. But
any questions, Jack?
I was going to ask who inspires you as an artist? I don't know if that's like the same question. Yeah, Jon Bellion as well, like just in my recent music production, but like as far as like writing music and, you know, coming up with like lyrics and words and stuff, probably just like a lot of my own faith a lot of my own faith is like expressed through my music and whatever I write. So yeah.
Said that you're quite close to Darcy and Preacher. Obviously they were on AGT Champions. If you got a phone call from the AGT producers saying that they obviously want you to go back onto the show, whether or not that would be as a guest like Darcy was or performing on AGT Champions, would you do it?
That's a difficult question. I think probably, yeah. I would go back and perform for sure. I think Champions would kind of be fun, just to kind of see all my old friends and stuff from the show and meet people from past seasons and other Got Talent shows, you know, from other countries. But yeah, I think
be great. Evie Clair versus Grace Handel in the final.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, I'm not sure. I really do miss the show. Like, it was a lot of fun being on it, and I had a really awesome experience. And so it would be great to go back and, you know, see even my old friends that work behind the scenes and stuff. I made really great friends with them. So I think, yeah, I would probably do it. I think I wouldn't go back on like a regular season and try to compete again and win. Just because I don't really, you know. What was that?
You're probably going like as a guest.
Right. But yeah, just going on as a guest, yeah. I most likely would, yeah.
Champions season 3. Yeah. So like, I don't know if they're going to do it this year.
What?
I don't think they're going to do the champions this year with, you know, what everything going on.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but it'd be great one day when they do season 3. Great to see you back on the show and perform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do a final question then. What was your favourite song you performed on the show?
My favorite song I performed, probably What a Wonderful World. That one was one of the most special ones to me. Yeah, or even I Try. I did that for the Judge Cuts round, and that one was awesome because honestly, like my style of music, I play the piano mostly by ear, and you know,
yeah,
I kind of get sick of songs quickly, like, so I don't practice very much. Like I don't stay on one song and like practice it for a long time, and then before I perform it, I just kind of play by ear and feel it out. And my family jokes around that I can never play a song the same way twice. Just because if I'm feeling something different, then I'll play something different or I'll sing it in a different way. But I Try for the Judge Cuts round. I was actually not gonna sing that song. I was gonna sing Unsteady by X Ambassadors, and I had been rehearsing that song with the producers for like a week, and before that I had been rehearsing it like from my house for like a month. And so by the time I got there, I was kind of sick of it, and they could kind of tell, but you know, it was the song that we picked and approved, and so we just went with it. But the day of the show, the producer came up to me and he said, you know, I just had the thought just now hearing you sing this that maybe this isn't the right song. It's very popular right now, but I think Simon is gonna have heard a million kids do this song, and I don't think it's the best idea, and I can kind of tell you're not enjoying it anymore, so I think we should go with your backup song that I had ran through with them like 2 times. And I was like, okay. And so we went back into the room, into the music room, and I played the piano. So on that round, I didn't sit at the piano, I sang to a track, but the track was actually my arrangement of the song. They have this amazing guy who works there where he can just hear something once and then play it back perfectly. So they just kind of listened to me play it on the piano and sing it, and then he recorded it. But yeah, they used my arrangement for that, and so that was a lot of fun because it was just, you know, something new that I could express myself with, and that I didn't have to like drill like perfectly, you know. It was more just free for me to do what I wanted and express how I wanted to do, and so that was a really enjoyable performance for me. But the same kind of thing happened with What a Wonderful World as well, because I didn't go back to America's Got Talent for the whole week and a half that you're supposed to, because my father had passed away the week before, and so I just showed up 2 days before the show and said, okay, sorry, like I'm late, but I'm, you know, I'll sing. And so we did What a Wonderful World, and it was more expressive. They just let me kind of do what I wanted for that one. So it was the same type of experience, but yeah.
I feel. I still wouldn't say it's emotional performance album. The audition, the audition session wasn't the final.
Thank you, but yeah, thank you guys.
It's nice talking to you, Evie. I'll link your YouTube channel down below for everyone else who wants to subscribe to your channel, because Evie does loads of covers weekly, I think, and
Got you.
and also official videos also on the channel.
Is there anything you want to say to the guys, obviously in the support group?
Just thanks for everything and for all the support, and I really appreciate it. And thank you guys as well. I can see you guys have like my merch and my music in the back, and so it's awesome. But
Sure.
thank you guys.
It was great speaking to you, Evie. Can't believe it still. But
Yeah.
thank you very much for coming to the channel and talking to us. Means everything.
Of course.
And yeah, we'll speak to you probably another time.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Evie.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.